This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Malaysian community commemorates PNG relations. Telecom responds to entitlement concerns. And Mosby South teachers recognized. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for your company. Malaysians in Papua New Guinea gathered at the Stanley Hotel in Port Moresby yesterday to celebrate 50 years of diplomatic relations with Papua New Guinea, as well as to commemorate the establishment of the Malaysian Federation.
Include our formalities.
This Golden Jubilee is a testament to 5 decades of unwavering friendship, mutual respect and fruitful cooperation between Papua New Guinea and Malaysia. Speaking during the celebrations yesterday, Foreign Affairs Minister Justin Tachengo said Malaysia and Papua New Guinea's relationship goes back to 1975, where both countries have established their bilateral relations. Minister Tachengo said despite of cultural and language barriers, the two nations have shared similar history of being born in the Western colonialism.
Our bilateral relations is friendly and productive as we continue to strengthen existing areas of partnership while collaborating in laying the foundations of cooperation in areas of strategic mutual interest that will further enhance the development of both our nations.
Malaysia Day or Hari Malaysia is celebrated by all Malaysians on the 16th of September every year to commemorate the establishment of the Malaysian Federation in 1963. It marks the joint day of Malaya, Sabah, Sarawak and Singapore to form Malaysia. In celebrating the momentous occasion, Malaysia Day 2025 has showcased cultural dances and music performances by the Sabah Tourism Board and Sabah Culinary Experience exclusively prepared by chefs from the Sabah International Convention Center. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Furthermore, Foreign Affairs Minister Justin Tachengo said Malaysia is the second biggest investor in Papua New Guinea, with the largest number of foreign direct investment in real estate, wholesale, retail, construction, agriculture, forestry and transportation.
Foreign Affairs Minister Justin Tachengo attributed this statement to Investment Promotion Authority's 2024 statistics. Minister Tachengo emphasized on other Malaysia investments in Papua New Guinea.
At the Malaysian-owned multinational conglomerate of Women in Hijab, which has had a wide range of investments and business activities. Other examples are Malaysia's largest national car manufacturer, that has recently launched a car showroom here in Port Moresby, offering locals a range of fuel-efficient, reliable vehicles at reasonable prices. In hospitality, Malaysia owns restaurants and all other areas have increased in numbers and have emerged as popular dining destinations for locals. In addition, the building of and hospitality services offered by splendid establishments like here we are at the Stanley Hotel and Suites.
He said Malaysia's investment in Papua New Guinea over the last years have provided employment, indirectly improving social-economic welfare and contribute to PNG's economy. He thanked Malaysia for its contributions towards the development of Papua New Guinea.
We applaud your drive of innovation, visionary insight and passionate commitment, and the profound gratitude deeply appreciates your contribution to the growth of our nation.
He added that Papua New Guinea is confident that the bilateral ties with Malaysia will deepen in the years to come as the two nations share similar history of being born in the Western colonialism. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Medang Provincial Police Commander, Acting Superintendent Robert Baim, says the video footage of a brutal killing in the Raikos district that has gone viral earlier this week occurred in August at Yawar Astralo Bay local level government in Raiko district.
He clarifies in a statement that CID officers have attended to the matter and the perpetrators have been apprehended and are behind bars. They have appeared in court and are currently in custody. The PPC has appealed to those circulating the footages to stop sharing the outdated information and respect the court process, the deceased and his relatives. He further stated that such misleading information will also tarnish the good work already established through the law and justice sector and the community as a whole to take back Medang. He urged everyone to promote unity and discourage such from happening, and encouraged everyone to work together and look forward to a brighter next 50 years for Medang and PNG. According to Baim, those responsible for the attack are from the Walium in Usinobundi district. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Chief Executive Officer for Telecom Limited, Mr. Amos Tapi, has provided an update to current and former staff regarding the final entitlements and payments made to personnel who have exited the company under the ongoing organizational restructure.
Mr. Tepi said there has been some misunderstanding with some departing staff in relation to commitments they had made from their salaries for personal loan repayments to banks and other financial obligations they had signed. Staff were given advance notifications of the organizational restructure program and realignment through the internal communications and town hall meetings of 2022, 2023, 2024, and the most recent one held on September this year. The CEO confirmed that all employees who are leaving Telecom have been paid their full and final entitlements in accordance with the applicable contractual, legal, and policy requirements. He said the staff eligible for retirement are those who have reached the compulsory retirement age, while staff eligible for retrenchment are those performing duplicate roles, non-performing employees, or those whose positions have become redundant as technology and business conditions have changed. Mr. Tepi said some of the departing staff had expected higher payouts, but these were affected by legal commitments they had made to come from their salaries. He explained that the majority of the leaving staff had between 4 to 5 loan deductions already applied with financial institutions and sadly with some loan sharks. Tepi said there were also other payments such as novated vehicle deductions and outstanding accommodation rental fees. He said by law, these had to be deducted from their final payout. The CEO said this is very unfortunate and really is a note of caution to other workers around the country that these issues are policed by regulatory authorities. There were also some of the departing staff that had already encashed their long service leave and other leave entitlements. Mr. Tepi said this was a practice that was introduced prior to 2022 but has since been addressed by current management team. To date, 74 former employees of Telecom who have current contract addresses listed have been issued copies of their final pay slips, and the process of distributing the remaining pay slips is ongoing. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
The Oil Palm Industry Corporation and the New Britain Palm Oil Limited met recently to discuss ways to strengthen their partnership in supporting smallholder farmers and improving oil palm production.
The meeting focused on strategies to enhance productivity, sustainability and farmer skills through better access to technical advice, quality seedlings and marketing opportunities.
We've started working together with the private sector. For us, the New Britain Palm Oil and Agri are our major partners, and today we came together with the Chief Executive Officer of New Britain Palm Oil, Nick Mazia, and the Chief Operating Officer, Mok Baharuddin, and their Company Secretary, Tube Goledu to basically discuss on those issues. We have basically replanting, fertilizer application, FFB transport. So we basically had a discussion and a common understanding on how we're going to basically improve on that. So we increase our productivity, and it's going to be good. We bring in more money for the country when we produce more crop.
Both organizations emphasize the importance of collaboration to address challenges faced by smallholders and ensure long-term growth of the oil palm industry.
We really want to improve in terms of our smallholders relationship, the replanting and matters that was mentioned by the General Secretary earlier, and also to enforce on the importance that smallholders are very, very important to the supply chain of the milling companies, New Britain Palm Oil specifically. And we are very much committed in terms of improving all of our service deliveries to our smallholders, and also commitment in terms of increasing the project areas that we have in collaboration with OPIC, specifically in the area of our Ramu and Makam farm area.
The talks marked a positive step towards building stronger relationships between industry partners and local farming communities.
I also wish to thank the management, the CEO, the Chief Operating Officer, and the Company Secretary for the first time in the history of Oil Palm Industry Corporation since its inception in 1992 for the private sector to come to our office here in Port Moresby to discuss on the issue. We are very, very thankful because this meeting is their initiative, which has never been done before.
Jonathan Sibona, National EMTV News.
You're watching National EMTV News. We'll be back with more local stories after the break.
Chicken's the best idea. Yeah.
This stuff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you.
And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Based on the latest statistics on heart diseases in Papua New Guinea, what is the trend like?
The trend is deeply concerning.
Monday night on In Focus,
we are joined by Operation Open Heart Foundation.
One main thing that we would request policymakers to look into is introduce the Sugar Tax Act. Other countries have done it, and why not us?
That's on Monday night.
You're watching National MTV News. Over 100 teachers have been recognized for their long years of dedication to education in schools across Mosby South. Foreign Affairs Minister and member for Mosby South, Justin Chechenko, presented special certificates and medals to teachers yesterday at Gabutu Don Bosco Technical School.
Minister Chechenko thanked the teachers for their dedication and effort put towards educating the younger generation for the future.
All of you have put in your time and effort into educating our future generations without fear, without favor. You put yourself first before others. And that is something that is not often seen. So for all our teachers that are here, past and present, we thank you for your dedication and your service to Mosby South and especially to our children and our students. A lot of them now are successful.
Chechenko described the teachers as the unsung heroes for their long service and dedication to the education sector.
So to the teachers here, I want to say a big thank you to you all. I want to say thank you for your dedication and service. You are the unsung heroes of Mosby South, and I say thank you.
He further addressed the need for improving school facilities, teacher accommodation, and higher level of education for teaching staff in Mosby South.
A token medal from Mosby South and for the independence of Papua New Guinea, celebrating 50 years of our young country going forward. We look forward to the continually developing Mosby South in the education sector. And with that, we look forward to continue to improving the facilities, improving your accommodation, and improving the education of our teachers. I want you to all be educated at the highest level. Very important. Very, very important.
Chechenko expressed that teachers are very important and deserves respect and recognition. In response, Hemen Panay, principal of Butuka Academy, thanked the member for Mosby South for the recognition given to teachers. Mimi Pio, National MTV News.
Papua New Guinea Civil and Identity Registry Acting Registrar General Salome Bogosia said CIR has a strict no-gives policy to cut out the general public's perception on bribery. She made these comments during Santos Limited's presentation of 120 mobile registration kits to CIR recently.
Acting Registrar General Salome Bogosia said CIR staff are paid based on their KPI starting from management team to mobile registration offices. Bogosia said National Identification Card Project is a monotonous project where CIR encourages its staff to work and build themselves up. She assured Santos and other corporates who are willing to sponsor that the Civil and Identity Registry does not accept gifts, but wants to be an example to young people on work ethics.
We like to encourage our young people because of the nature of the project. A lot of the tasks that we do are monotonous, and so we say this is an environment where you come in and you practice your professional ethics, and we try to get them to work around their timings and their dressings and their professional ethics.
She further encouraged young Papua New Guineans to work with CIR to turn the bribery perception around.
And I think this is a really good example of a government project that that has really bad perception, and it's a good opportunity for young people who want to join us. Come join us and let's turn this perception around and say that yes, we young Papua New Guineans now can really make a difference in this country and fix something that's got all these perception issues around it.
Jacinta Doctor, National MTV News.
A total of 30 million kina was invested to complete the much-needed dining hall for students at the Papua New Guinea University of Technology in Lae.
According to Project Director Derek Kundi, the project started in April 2021 and it almost took 4 years for the building to be fully completed. The institution faced a lot of challenges due to funding, but it saw help from its own members and council to ensure its completion. PNGOT Vice Chancellor Dr. Ora Renagi urged students to take ownership to look after and maintain the quality of the new dining hall so that it can serve future generations to come. Dr. Renagi said one of the main aspects of the institution is to provide a conducive environment for the students to interact and mature in their studies. Department of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology Executive Manager, Project and Implementation, Lisa Harris said the building is not only a place for meals but a place where friendships begin, and that goes a long way. The new dining hall has the capacity to hold 3,000 students. It will also be used as a commercial arm of the institution. PNGOT Chancellor Sam Coim commended all the stakeholders, both government and the student body, council and members, and everyone who have played a role to making sure the event becomes a reality. In the meantime, the certification of the building will be issued by the end of the month. Jonathan Sebona, National, MTV News.
A mini cultural show was staged at Kujip, Jiwaka province to promote the province's rich cultural values and agricultural produce.
Hundreds of people from all corners of Jiwaka province gathered at Kumlang village in the Kujip local level government area to celebrate their rich and diverse traditional and cultural heritage. The two-day mini show highlighted unique traditional practices, songs and dances from various communities across the province. National Cultural Commission officer Solomon Waine, who attended the event, commended the initiative, saying it was vital in promoting, preserving and strengthening PNG's diverse traditions. Chairman of the Toilsi Cultural Group, Michael Parrick, raised concerns about the growing influence of Western culture, saying it poses a serious threat to traditional values. He urged the government to take stronger measures to promote and protect cultural identity for future generations. Parrick also emphasized the need to focus on agriculture and tourism to address unemployment, describing them as billion kina industries with great potential. He said as PNG marks its 50th jubilee, citizens must change their mindset and become more productive. He thanked Asila Security Services, the National Cultural Commission, and the Jiwaka Provincial Government for supporting the event, which he described as a success in reviving cultural pride and unity. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
The Yalibu Sisters Women's Association in Mosby South received a 50,000 kina check from the member for Mosby South and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Justin Chichenko. The presentation took place at the Mosby South Stadium yesterday.
Yalibu Sisters Association, established in 2023, is a community group formed by women, originally from Yalibu Southern Highlands Province, who resides in Mosby South electorate. Upon presenting the check, Minister Chichenko pointed out that the check will assist the Women's Association to expand their SME or participate in short SME trainings to educate themselves.
Utilize well. So I know out of the hundreds of Yalibu women in Mosby South, these funds will go well in assisting them in their little SMEs, in their education, in their training, and this can be used as an example of many other women's groups throughout and associations throughout Mosby South. For me, it's about helping you to help yourself. Help yourself. You want me to help you? Well, you make it happen. I'll back you up. I'll support you. So you show the initiative, you show the incentive of making it happen for you and your family and your communities, and I'll be there right behind you 100%.
Chachenko noted that unlike in the village, where traditional lifestyles prevail, in the city people need to generate and manage income to survive.
The best that we can give you. As you know, life is not easy. Life is not easy. Goods are going up, inflation's going up. Sometimes it's very difficult, especially to live in an urban area. An urban area where the cost of living is always very high. If you live in the village, it's much easier. It's a different ball game. Money is not the key. It's about doing your gardens and tradition and culture and many other things. In the city, we have to make money to survive, to feed ourselves, to dress ourselves, and to...
Sherry Rara, president of the association, thanked Minister Chachenko for his recognition and support shown towards grassroots communities. Mimi Pio, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Telecom is offering 2 phones at one price. This is a Telecom 121 and Telecom A551, bundled at the price of 199 kina. T121 phone features include 4G compatibility and camera, while the A551 phone features dual SIM and an AF camera. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good. Drop into your nearest Telecom store or kiosk today to grab that pair-perfect phone deal. What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 liters of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
At BSP, we are committed to helping all Papua New Guineans achieve prosperity. So as our nation celebrates 50 years of independence, we are giving back. Over the next year, BSP will commit 2.5 million kina to our employee-driven initiative 50-4-50 Giving Back to help 50 communities across our country, leaving a legacy in education, health, youth empowerment, and sustainable living. Together, we will build a better nation.
It's back again! Catch the PNG Kumul PM's 13 take on the Australian PM's 13 this Sunday. Don't miss out on this doubleheader. Starting off with the women's match at 2 p.m, followed by the men's match at 4 p.m. Tune in for all the sporting action on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National MTV News. The National Court User Forum was held in Keveng, led by Justice Panuel Marangas Mogish, current Acting Deputy Chief Justice, and the National Judicial Staff Services under the National and Supreme Courts.
With the aim to address common issues and find solutions for the criminal justice sector, the forum focused on the theme, encourage and empower the community to be involved in addressing bench warrants. Speaking during the forum, Justice Mogis explained that bench warrant is issued by the courts, directing police to arrest an accused person who has either absconded bail or has escaped from lawful custody.
So right now the police of forum has identified the unexecuted bench warrant as a common problem in Papua New Guinea, because as I said, there's about 6,000 outstanding bench warrants in Papua New Guinea. New Ireland is about 105, but that adds up. And the thing about the bench warrant is it's just increasing by the day, and there is no execution.
He also stressed on the power vested in the forum led by a national judge to pass resolutions that are not only community-orientated but also practical.
Police of forum, you can see that there's many resolutions passed. We don't need to go to the provincial government or the national government. It's through us. It's a community-orientated resolution.
Apart from the bench warrant agenda, other issues faced at the community level was also raised, including the need for more awareness and advocacy, community participation, provincial law and order committee to be more effective, and the need to review the houseboy system and customary laws. The team will host another forum in Namatanai next week and a follow-up consultation in November to review results of this forum. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
2 news from abroad, and the ceasefire between Hamas and Israel has now been in place for just over 14 hours, with the deal appearing to be holding.
Palestinian officials say around 200,000 people have made the trip north along the coastal road. Despite the ceasefire holding, celebrations have been muted in the enclave, with many returning to homes reduced to rubble.
Well, I was ecstatic, but then I got upset. Our home was destroyed and I don't know where I can go. I don't have any money, not even a single penny. My husband died. I also had a daughter. She was killed as well.
We are very happy. We are celebrating our loved ones. We're going to see our family and our neighbours, and if God wills, we will see our loved ones and see that they are alive. Thank God. Thank God for all of those who stood by us for this deal to be reached, whether it's Arab countries or Western countries. We of course hope the bloodshed will stop.
Food, medicine and adequate shelter are still in short supply, with the UN saying aid has started arriving in Gaza but not yet at the scale needed. It's calling on all leaders involved in the ceasefire agreement to immediately allow the unimpeded delivery of aid to Gazans.
We and our partners are ready to scale up the humanitarian response immediately. And as you heard yesterday, in order to deliver on this plan, we need the opening of additional crossings, safe movement for aid workers and all other civilians, the unrestricted entry of goods, of visas for staff, and space for ourselves and our NGO partners to operate in line with humanitarian principles.
The ceasefire also means that Israeli forces have now pulled back to the first phase's agreed lines in Gaza. Under the US plan, that's triggered a 72-hour timeframe for Hamas to release the hostages.
On Monday, the hostages come back. They're getting them now. They're getting them now. They're in some pretty rough places under earth. They're in some pretty rough places where only a few people know where they are. some cases. So they're getting them, and they're also getting the bodies, approximately 28 bodies. And some of those bodies are being unearthed right now as we speak. I mean, they're working on it right now as we speak.
An explosion at the military hardware manufacturing plant in the U.S. state of Tennessee has left multiple people dead and missing.
The blast occurred at Accurate Energetic Systems, which makes and tests explosives. Aerial video from the site, as you can see there, it's located southwest of Nashville, shows charred debris scattered around the area and little remaining of the plant. Emergency services are at the scene, although secondary blasts initially forced rescuers to keep their distance from the burning site.
We got a very big investigation. This is not going to be something that we're going to be like a car wreck or something like that we're just going to clean up the debris and leave. We're going to probably be here for a few days. Again, we're trying to take as much time as was needed. Right now, we're prioritizing people that are involved, their families, and trying to be very compassionate toward them.
Indonesian rescuers have wrapped up the search for victims trapped under the rubble of a collapsed Islamic boarding school building after retrieving more than 60 bodies.
The events of last week's tragedy at the Al-Hazini Islamic boarding school keep circling 14-year-old Muhammad Fathul Bari's mind.
Saudara saya di tengah-tengah. Rizal. Belum sempat nyariin, itu sudah di dalam tengah-tengah. Itu ditarik sama teman saya, nggak usah nanti aja, saya mau nyariin saudara saya.
A large group of teenage boys were in the middle of Monday afternoon prayers at the school in Sidoarjo when the building suddenly collapsed. Around 100 students managed to escape, but more than 60, including Muhammad's cousin Rizal, went missing.
Trauma. Di sana sudah lihat kalau mau tidur itu kepikiran. Kayak ngerasa nangis. Habis itu saya nggak bisa tidur, lihat HP, nangis lagi.
Crews from Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency, Basarnas, worked frantically to make tiny gaps in the rubble to free those still alive. Under the mess of concrete and metal, some children could be heard, trapped in tiny pockets. It took exhausted crews hours to reach them.
Alhamdulillah pada saat ketemu pertama kali wajah anak-anak itu, rasa lelah itu seketika hilang dan juga menjadi penyemangat mendengarkan waktu saya bicara, menanyakan berapa orang di dalam, siapa namanya.
In a delicate, painstaking operation, rescuers like Nur Hadi Santoso propped up tiny crawl spaces and cleared small pathways to slowly inch some of the teenagers out.
You're watching National EMTV News. Coming up next, we have Trukai Sports with all your sporting updates. Stay with us.
They're gold nuggets. There's a flavor for everyone. The best tasting snack. Get a burst of gold nuggets. Cheese flavor.
Mega wow.
Chicken flavor.
Mega wow.
Cheese onion flavor.
Mega wow.
Barbecue flavor. Mega wow.
When you're on the go, one more.
Get that burst of gold nuggets flavor.
Mega wow.
Papua New Guinea is currently facing a polio outbreak. Polio is a very dangerous disease that causes lifelong paralysis, even death. All children under 10 years of age are at high risk. To protect our children, the government of Papua New Guinea is conducting a nationwide polio immunization campaign for all children under 10. This campaign will run from the 13th to the 31st of October in health facilities, schools, or through health teams visiting your community. If you have a child, grandchild, or sibling under 10, it is very important you get them immunized during this campaign, even if they have received polio immunization previously. Immunization is safe, free, and effective.
Please protect me from polio.
Eligible children will also receive vitamin A, deworming tablets, and routine immunization during this campaign. This message is brought to you by the National Department of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO, and all our partners.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium, or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guide. True Guide, true inspiration through generations.
Join me on House and Home for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hot Talk Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
True Kai Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. Team Papua New Guinea has officially named its men's and women's basketball squads for the 2025 FIBA Melanesian Cup in Honiara.
The Basketball Federation of Papua New Guinea has announced the official national team that will represent the country at the 2025 FIBA Melanesian Basketball Cup in Honiara, Solomon Islands. The men's team features a strong mix of experience and young talent, including Moses Lune, Allen Millard, Purari Muri, Anderson Hewe, Matthew Kyrie, Richard Mako, Apia Muri, Morea Elavo, Enoch Raka, Harold Elavo, Moses Kyrie, and Cornelius Muri. Leading the men's side is head coach Moi Muri, assisted by Maurice Asiba, with Ronnie Pomat as team manager and Nape Waka serving as assistant team manager and assistant coach. For the women's division, the squad includes Betty Angula, Betty Wong, Hannah Kuwimb, Hannah Kalua, Nomalisa Dobunaba, Makamuri, Lynette Tongia, Nadika Sampson, Jemina James, Ravina Marape, Jackie Asiba, and Michaeline Ham. The women's team will be guided by head coach Michael Henry, assisted by Adrian Weeks, with Dixon Omaro as team manager and Mekwida Yawari as assistant team manager. Overseeing match officiating duties are referees Samuel Mope from Port Moresby and Ivan Wampuan from Medellin. Basketball Federation PNG President David Peter congratulated the selected players, coaches and officials, saying the team reflect PNG's basketball depth, unity and determination. Both teams are ready to travel, aiming to perform strongly and make the nation proud in the Melanesian region's premier basketball event. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Team PNG is ready to fly the national colors high at the FIBA Melanesian Basketball Cup in 2025 in Honiara, Solomon Islands.
The Basketball Federation of Papua New Guinea yesterday officially farewelled the national men's and women's basketball team heading to FIBA Melanesian Basketball Cup in Honiara, Solomon Islands. The send-off, led by Basketball Federation PNG President David Peters, celebrated the dedication and spirit of athletes representing the nation on the regional stage. The tournament, which runs from October 13 to 18, serves as a qualifier for the 2027 Pacific Games in Tahiti. President Peter said the team's preparations have been strong with trials, training camps, and selection processes identifying players who earn their spots through hard work and discipline. He encouraged both teams to carry the nation's pride with every shot and rebound. Papua New Guinea's men's and women's team have a strong history in the competition, winning gold in 2017 and finishing runner-ups in 2022. This year, PNG returns determined to reclaim the championship. Led by veteran player Apia Muri alongside emerging talents like Anderson Hewe and Connie Muri, the men's squad blends experience and youth, while the women's team continues to build on its strong legacy. Team PNG will face Vanuatu, Fiji, New Caledonia, and host Solomon Islands during the group stages. The FIBA Melanesian Cup not only fuels regional rivalry, but also promotes development and unity among Melanesian nations. As the teams prepare to depart, President Peter urged fans across the country to show support and keep faith in Team PNG. Together they aim to bring pride, passion and victory home. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
A new community sports initiative is helping to uncover raw talent and bring together the Paramana community through weekend touch rugby competitions.
The Paramana Community Associate has launched an exciting initiative aimed at identifying raw sporting talent from teams representing the Paramana village in the Central Province. A total of 10 teams are participating in the ongoing Paramana Touch competition, held every Saturday at the University of Papua New Guinea playing fields. Speaking to Trukai Sports, President Roa Aina highlighted the purpose of the competition, saying it provides a pathway for players to develop their skills while representing their community with pride.
PCA is a self-initiative. PCA stands for Paramana Community Associate, where it's an initiative gathered here in Port Moresby. We are from small village of Paramana, from Central Province. In order to gather all our communities here in Moresby suburb, so we started a touch competition, which now community itself is gathering. So right now we have 10 consistent teams.
President Aina also stressed the importance of such competitions in engaging youth, promoting discipline, teamwork and healthy community involvement.
Within this touch association, the most important now we are doing is we are engaging violence against women. They're doing awareness right now with policing central justice and restoring peace, which is central provincial policing. We are engaging them to come and run their awareness.
He noted broader plans to host a major tournament in the near future, with selections to be made from the ongoing competition.
Right now we are planning to run a 9th tournament, apart from touch, and then Bambla compete with more line law place. So we are preparing ourselves just to get our boys, do a selection, and then we compete with the village teams.
Aina also emphasized that the event goes beyond sports. It aims to strengthen unity and bind the Paramana community living in Port Moresby. The weekend games have attracted growing support from families and friends, turning each Saturday into vibrant gathering and celebrates both culture and community spirit. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
A way forward to minimize law and order problems in Geru Stage 1 community, they have come up to establish a Gahuna Gaudi Volleyball Tournament Association for youths to engage in every Saturday and Sundays.
The president of Gauna Gaudi Association, Jerry Pala, says the association has more than 20 teams for both males and females from Geru Stage 1 to 7. They started the pre-season last week and today they commenced their first proper season game.
This is a new association that we will be having our grand final on the December 6th to declare our certificate plus our launching of our grand final will be held on December 6th.
He says they aim to prepare their talented youths for the international games.
The association is caused by fighting against violence and gender alcohol, drugs, to keep the youths in the community, to make sure that the neighborhood is safe, that the youths are get together, they respect one another from other stage.
The president says the youths show interest when they turn up in numbers and they appreciate the initiative. Representing the female officials, Alpha Cora expressed her excitement and expressed how the tournament will impact the lives of the youths.
As a mother and as an official too, me looking for the game. It's really interesting because mostly they are youths, whether into drug, they're into alcohol, steam, and other things where we keep them off the road.
She says knockouts will be on November 22nd, followed by semi-finals in November 29th, and the grand finals will be December 6th. Lauren Jimal, Trukai Sports.
Truka Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebasa din, ha? Yum!
This stiff, right?
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
More than the life we know. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports and in tennis, Alex de Minaur has lost to Daniel Medvedev in a straight set 6-4, wrapping up at the Association of Tennis Pro event in Shanghai.
So disappointing results for de Minaur. He had 6 break points, couldn't manage any of those, struggled on his second serve. Medvedev, who's had a pretty poor year by his standards at least, has been really lifting his standard in this tournament, knocking off some great players, and he's done it again there, beating Alex Dimador. And just quickly, it's 0-0 still between the Socceroos and Canada. That match got underway a short time ago.
That ends Sugar Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
At BSP, we are committed to helping all Papua New Guineans achieve prosperity. So as our nation celebrates 50 years of independence, we are giving back. Over the next year, BSP will commit 2.5 million kina to our employee-driven initiative 50-for-50 Giving Back to help 50 communities across our country, leaving a legacy in education, health, youth empowerment, and sustainable living. Together, we will build a better nation.
Papua New Guinea is currently facing a polio outbreak. Polio is a very dangerous disease that causes lifelong paralysis, even death. All children under 10 years of age are at high risk. To protect our children, the government of Papua New Guinea is conducting a nationwide polio immunization campaign for all children under 10. This campaign will run from the 13th to the 31st of October in health facilities, schools, or through health teams visiting your community. If you have a child, grandchild, or sibling under 10, it is very important you get them immunized during this campaign, even if they have received polio immunization previously. Immunization is safe, free, and effective.
Please protect me from polio.
Eligible children will also receive vitamin A, deworming tablets, and routine immunization during this campaign. This message is brought to you by the National Department of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO, and all our partners.
Join me every Thursday night as Sports Scene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes.
Hi, this is David Mead.
Highlighting our local sports developments across the nation.
All eyes are on top of them.
Now an NRL team based here.
We create a pathway.
And our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel, and you're watching.
All the younger ones should follow.
Sports Scene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and the walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly cloudy, partly sunny with possible showers. Popondetta, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. To the Momasa region, Lae City, partly sunny, partly cloudy. Vanimo, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. To the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. Buka, cloudy periods with rain showers and thunderstorms. To the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, mostly cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabek, mostly cloudy with rain showers and thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Saturday, the 11th of October, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.